Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day. I am having a great one. This is just a little mini haul. Not today, a couple days ago, somebody told me that they were having some clearance stuff going on at Walgreens. I thought, ooh, we'll swing by, and I got some really good deals. The very first thing I got was the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Eyeshadow in 800 Bottomless Java. And I'll try to show you the other side, not blind you. It's like a dark brown red. And you can see it says $4.49. I had a $3 coupon off any L'Oreal. So I paid $1.49 for these. That's a great price because it's a really good eyeshadow too. And then I only had 2 of those coupons, so I was only get 2. They actually had some blues I thought about paying the $4.49, but I went, no, I just got rid of blues because I really don't use them that much as I do the purples and the browns. So I was like, no, we'll hold off on that one. The next one I got was the L'Oreal 24-Hour Infallible Eyeshadow in Perpetual Purple. 555. And then again, we'll try to do the same thing so I don't blind you. There we go. It's such a pretty deep purple. It's a really nice true purple too. A lot of glitter. So if I really want to pack it in, I'll get a lot of life out of it. You know what? Today I had on the Real Her. I got the #1 eyeshadow palette in my BoxyCharm. Not being too impressed so far. This is my third try wearing this. Some of these colors just aren't worth the mentioning. I have this one on in my crease, in my outside V. I took this and this and combined them to try to blend it out, and then I ended up I tried this one, yeah, that was a mistake. Ended up coming back with this one for the upper brow and inner eye, and then I put glitter over it because it just did not look good. The color selection could have been better. I do like 2 of the colors, Courageous and Unique, but when you blend them together and you can't tell the differences in the colors, which I know a lot of people have complaints about that in the high-end brands doing the same thing. Just a personal observation at this point. I just think it's funny as you do all these other brands and then you come in and you do something really simple. I'm using my MAU 311 smudge detailer brush, which is still available at CVS. I'm just touching in that Perpetual Purple. Let's see what we can do here. Look at that already, just deepened it up nicely and gave it such a rich purple. And that's the one thing I like about these infallibles. They're just so pigmented. Look at that, look at that. And they don't blend away, which I must admit I like. Very little fallout. Look at the difference in how much richer this looks compared to this. I mean, when you think about it, I mean, sometimes it's worth it. So, and again, I had a coupon for these, so I ended up only paying $1.49. One can go, yay, the happy dance sort of thing. I'm not gonna do it, but you know what I mean. I am a sucker for a deal. It gets me into more trouble than I care to admit. I don't. If anybody else has that problem, leave a comment below. You buy things because it's such a great deal, and then you're like, why did I buy it? Really, why did I buy it? And you're like, I shouldn't have bought that. And you realize it after the fact, but then you're like, well, what else do I do? I mean, oh yeah, I like that purple. That's a pretty purple. I am very glad I got that. That will work out great to help with like days when I tried this kind of eyeshadow. I'm not happy with the look. This could really pop it up the next notch, because we all know I ain't about the basic, plain, and boring. Well, not boring. I shouldn't say that. Or basic and plain. I shouldn't even say that. Some people really love their neutrals and love how they look. I'm all about color. Now, once in a while I'll do a neutral eye, but it tends to be a warm neutral eye. Once in a while a cool tone, but most of the time warm. And I like it when, even if it is a neutral eye, you can tell the differences in the colors. I'll blend, but eventually, even with the blending, you can still see the ombre of the color. That's just a pet peeve of mine. We all have them. So the next thing I got was Luxe Pop Nail Color. I had bought this one here which a lot of people asked me about this in one of my videos. They were all commenting what gorgeous nail polish I had, and it was Luxe Pop, and it was available at, here we go, so no, trying not to give you guys glare, Luxe Pop, and it is acoustic, and it was in the Flex or seasonal section of Walgreens makeup section. They always have that small section of new makeup or seasonal makeup. Yeah, it's in there. Well, they had another color I had looked at, and it's called Fringe Vest, and it's an orangey. It looks a little more red in there, but it's actually true more orangey. Like I said, I've had it on. I've had these a couple days. It's chipped, but I chip nail polish, even high-end gel nail polish, 3 days max. I'm just so bad on my fingers. I've done the acrylics in the past. They don't last because my nails peel. Top layer peels off, well then it peels the acrylic with it. So I'd have to get my acrylics done when I was doing it like every month. They'd have to take off the old and put new on. Not worth the hassle and the money at this point in my life. Maybe down the road, but right now I'd just be using my nail polishes and trying to go through them. But I was glad I got this because I wanted this to go along with my lipsticks from Jeffree Star, the Pumpkin Pie. This has a touch more red than that one does, but they're close enough that when I wear them, people think I have matching colors on. So that was the whole point of me getting this. And I wear the other one so much because I have that backup that I'm pretty stoked. And of course this one, gorgeous. They had a blue one called Denim. I did debate on. I really did debate on. But I went, no. Very rarely do I wear blue nail polish. I tend to use more earth. You know, I have mauves, pinks, peaches. You know, that's an orange. I have a coral, now I have an orange, and then the gold. I tend to keep more of those kind of tones. The blues and the greens, I've had them in the past, and I wear them for a little bit, and then I stop wearing them. Okay, the last thing I got on my haul was the Revlon Ultra High Def Matte Lip Color. I was thinking this would be like a liquid lipstick, because they have a formula that's liquid lipstick, so I got it. It is not a liquid lipstick. It is just a lip color. So it's like a lipstick, I thought. Once I realized it wasn't drying, I'm like, okay. This is 2 coats, and you can still see my real lip color underneath. And it comes off very easily. It doesn't completely dry. You'll have stuff coming off on everything, so it is more like that. But I actually consider it more like an intense lip gloss. Really is what I'm going to call it, because it doesn't have the shine of a lip gloss, but it has the longevity and the sheerness of a lip gloss. It's more of a Tentacolor than an overall color. So if you like a Tentacolor with a moussey formula, and I'm going to say moussey because it's very moussey, it smells awesome. It smells like vanilla baked cake batter. The smell makes me want to eat it, I'll be honest. It smells really good. And they don't put the colors on the labels, which is very annoying, so you don't know what color you bought. So if you ever want to buy it again, it's not there. They only have some numbers, 17096, and on the other one it's 17088. This is the 88, and this is the 96. This is a mauve pink. This is pretty much the tone of my natural lips. It's supposed to be like a peachy pink. Yeah, no, I put it on. You can't tell the difference between this and my real lip color. And I do have slightly pink tinted lips. So this is going back, I'll be honest. I had already made that decision. And I'm thinking this is too, because I gave it a real try today. I will say this, when it does come off, it leaves your lips drier than it was before. So it doesn't even moisturize like lip gloss does. So for me, somebody who's young, who has maybe oily skin and oily lips, they might like this. But for anybody with any kind of dry or chapped lips, you will not like these, I would think. Just because of the formula, which is really a shame because I was really attracted to these colors. I was like, ooh, pretty liquid lipsticks. This would be, you know, I knew it would be close, but not exact. And then this one, if I could have gotten the opacity of this color, I would be keeping them. But they're so sheer with 2 coats, I'm only getting a tint of color and not a liquid color. So like I said, at first I thought they were liquid lipstick. When I realized they were regular foamy moussey lipstick, I was like, okay, if they're lipstick, that's fine as long as I get the color. Not getting the color, and at almost $10 a pop, they're going back. I am not paying that much for a product that will not work. Some people say that's a waste. I look at it, I'm not wasting my money. I work very hard for my money. I have a lot of stuff I keep and some stuff I return. I'm very picky on what I keep and what I return anymore. I don't return too often. I mean, I did return something recently to Ulta, but when it comes smashed, or I ended up buying a duplicate, which I never touched so they could resell, what's a big deal? I mean, it was still sealed in the original package, so that one I don't count. For myself returning, I haven't returned anything that I didn't like in a while. There was something a couple months ago, and I know I even put it on here, I was going to return it. I don't remember what it was, but it does happen occasionally, but considering how much I buy, if I'm only returning 2 items or even 3 items a month, considering how much I buy, I think that's actually really, really good. So, and then, I don't know if I mentioned it in this video, but I for sure got my position at the store. I'll be starting on the 8th. Actually, I think I did mention that. If I didn't, I apologize. I might have mentioned it on a previous video or this one. I'm kind of getting lost. It's the end of a long day, hence why my makeup is kind of half baked off. This is after 12 hours, so this is why I like my makeup to last a long time, because I have to wear it a long time. By the time I get up, get dressed, put my makeup on, sometimes I gotta do some running around before work, go to work and come home, eat dinner, and then I come and sit down and do this. It's been 12 hours, so I did put this back on for one final. Like I said, it's so sheer. You know what, I'm gonna do swatches on the back of my hand so you understand what I mean by sheer. It's just so sheer. See how that's so sheer? You can't really get the true color without really gooping it on, and then it's like, I don't like that. I don't get that with Buxom, and they're a thicker formula. This is moussey, and if you shear it out, you get even a thinner. I mean, it's just not a good, like I said, it doesn't work for me, and I'm not going to sit here and bash people. I just don't think it's the greatest of formulas. And since it's in the exact same packaging as your liquid lipsticks, you would think it'd be like their liquid lipsticks. It's not. So, that's my opinion on those. And like I said, they're going back. I've had these things a couple days, so I've had some ideas. And I've actually already have the Infallibles and a couple other ones, so I was not surprised I like those. And the nail polish, of course, like I said, it was something I had been eyeing up to go with the lipstick, the Pumpkin Pie by Jeffree Star. Well, that's it for my haul. Nothing major, nothing big, with a tiny bit of a review on these and the Real Her, which is, I guess it's not impressing me. I haven't been able to find anybody with the Real Her 2 or 3, because I'd like to see what the color differences are. Maybe one of those are put better together for colors, because this one has an even mixture of warm and cool, but it only has 3 mattes, and even that, really only 2 of them are mattes. The other one does have some shimmer, so it's kind of like, it makes it harder to use. You end up using that brown as your crease. Okay, your white is your highlight of your upper eyebrow, but then what colors you put on it, it's literally the same shade up and for in the crease and up, and you just put a different one on the eyelid. I mean, it could have been thought out better. I wish they would have gone with more adventurous colors, like red. That would be a phenomenal color. Matte red. Oh, I've been wanting to find somebody who does a decent matte red. So, it is what it is. Anyways, this is going to come out right before I move. And I mean, literally, probably a couple days before I leave. I've been doing a little pre-recording here to get ahead. I will be honest on that one, just because with the move and stuff, we all know I got to tear the rest of this down so I can get it packed into my vehicle and it can go with me. When we get down there, I think I'm going to be using natural light in the beginning for recording. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do originally. I know I'm going to put some short videos up of my trip. Probably really short, brief ones. You know, maybe packing up to leave. I think that's going to be the last one before I leave. It's just a pack up, and this is all I'm taking, and this is what's going to be going with me. And then maybe I'll do a video when I get down there of my place. It's going to be tiny. I think pretty positive it's going to be tiny. I'm kind of in between a couple places, and none of them are over 500 square feet. I am doing that quite purposely. I've always thought about doing a tiny home, with my makeup obsession, I don't know if that's going to work. This is what this will help me find out. And most of those places do a 6-month to 1-year lease, so I have a really good idea by then what will work and what won't. So we'll keep our fingers crossed, right? So until next time, you all take care, and remember, you do you. Bye.